Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing good. Now we are going to talk about Seaborn joint plots and its customizations. If you have not subscribed guys, please start subscribing and let us start with our topic without delay. Let us talk about on Seaborn joint map or joint plot. So what exactly is joint plot guys? So joint means what guys? When we are joining two plots. Okay. So when I'm talking about bivariate and univariate graphs means univariate means on over single element or single feature. Bivariate means over multiple or more than one feature or maybe two features we can say because we are taking for two feature only, right? In x and y we are taking two feature, that is max. So draw a plot of two variables with bivariate and univariate. That is nothing but your joint, and this function provides a convenient interface, right? And like it's not only like for one type, we can join multiple types by taking kind. We have a kind property here. We can take different kind and we can create our variety of joint plots. And this one is a beneficial for the larger data sets. So if you have a larger data set, you want to know how the data is getting presented, you can use this joint plot, and at the same time we have something called pair plot. You can use that even. So let us start with our with our concept. We import pandas as pd import numpy as np. So guys, I've taken here penguins data set. So let me show the head of it. You see, let me show the head of it, what it contains. This is a Seaborn library. I have shown you how to get Seaborn libraries, right? We need to type get dataset names. We will get all the names, and here, there you should be able to see what dataset named penguins. Okay, so what my penguins contains? So penguins contains the different type of species, then island, in which island they are preferring to live, then their length, like their flapper length and like the flipper length and their total body length, body mass and the gender. So this contains their whole family features, I can say. Okay. And we are going to talk about how can we create joint plots based on their features. So the basic joint plot, how it is going to be. First, we have to take, very simple guys, you just need to take joint plot, sns.joint plot, data df. What is our first thing? We have to take data frame as a input, right? Then after that, I am telling x-axis should be this, y-axis should be this. That means I am telling my x-axis should be my bill length underscore mm and bill. So I am comparing my length and depth or my height, length and height of my penguin. Now we will see how it is coming up. So I have already completed the execution and we will see how it is coming. See, this is your normal joint plot, and you can see so you can see two lines are there, right? How we can understand or how we can study this, that is more important here. We have two lines. One is this, and this line and this side is presenting your x-axis value. That means it is giving my bill underscore length underscore mm values. And this side which you are seeing, this is your bill underscore depth underscore mm values. And this is your kind of histogram. And here, this one, right? This one is your scatter plot. That means it is saying, okay, at the same time, it is telling me how your data are scattered at the same time. That is how your joint plot you can read. And on this side, you can say, so if you see this side, right, my data is getting spread over from 10 to 20, no, I think it's 30, almost 30. And this side, my data is getting spread over 20, 30, from 30 to 50, almost 60. I think almost 60 it is. Okay. So if you see, this is how my data is getting presented, and same thing we are able to see here, right? We have data here and like it is coming here. Then so whatever the scattered data it is showing, if we'll plot it in histogram, it will come like this. And it is telling me that the density in this area, because here I am able to see my largest bin size, right? That means I have the highest density data present here. Similarly, I have highest density data present here in this area, which is nothing but your 18. What is this? I think this is 19 and 17. 17 to 19. Most of the penguins bill depth is present, and almost I think here one size is there and here one size is there. I think those can be taken into consideration. Few of the penguins are of 35 to 40 size. Most of the penguins are of 45, or I can say 43 to 47 or 48 size present. Like I'm talking about this one, here in this one, 50 to 55. So that's how we can read about the penguins, right? Like that's how we can study the joint map. The next one we will see joint map with KD, or kernel density estimate. That means we have like whatever the histogram we understood in our previous video, right? And we saw how we can create a KD map, right? Or KD density plot, correct? Kernel density plot. The same thing is going to come here, because here on joint plot we are combining histo with scatter, right? That's what we are able to see in this example. So I am printing my this, then I am telling okay, my joint plot should be data df x y kind kd fill true. That means I am going to fill with color. C map, that means color map, where it is, that means I am telling it should be on this color map style. If I scroll down, see how it is coming. And this is your kernel, right? This is a kernel density, KD curves, and it is filling with color. And this is your density. And with this, what we are understanding, guys, what I said, the same thing I am able to see here. I am seeing, okay, my depth range is coming somewhere around 17 to 19. The yellow one is more density, like it has more density. That means it is more centered. That means it is high density. The more deeper, the higher density there, right? So in this one, I can say, okay, few are there of like 50 to 55, and mostly the sizes or the length of the penguins are 45 to 50. And the same thing I told you in our previous plot from this, right? From scatter, we should be able to know. That is more accurate one. If you take KD, like if you want to compare something, right? Sometimes then you can take this KD kind equal to KD, and you should be able to see that kind of presentation. Then you want to draw a regression line over joint plot. How can we achieve it? This is how we can achieve it. SNS dot joint plot, data equal to df x y I am taking, then kind equal to reg. Kind equal to reg. If we'll write kind equal to reg, it is going to create a regression line, and the line underscore KWS, that means it's a style, or the line style of regression should be red. plt.show. If I'll come down, how it is coming up, let us see. This is how we are getting the regression line. And the regression line, again the same thing we are able to see here, right? See, my regression line, it is telling, okay, my density is more on this 17 to 19 and highest, like you can see it is coming thickness, more thickness is coming between 45 to 55, right? So that is how a regression line comes up. Then we have something called hexagonal bins. So hexagonal bins means what, guys? Like we have like hexagonal plot, right? In that we have seen that how, like, it's a kind of honeycomb structure. Hexagonal plot means. So we will see that that is not so important, but if we want to know the density, like even there also we can be able to achieve our density, how your data or how the density of data is coming into picture. We will see that there. So how we can get it? We have again joint plot data df x y. I am defining kind equal to hex. So like I said that based on different kind you can achieve all your goal here. Then C map I am giving blues, color map that means. And let us see what is the thing we are getting here. So you can see how my joint plot is coming or the hex one. Again, so you can see here, right? This side or this area, like from 17 to 19, it is having more deeper, or specifically this area. The darker blue is having high color or high, like it is there, like more penguins of or of that particular sizes. Then again here from 40 to 50 we have highest color. Even these blue colors you can consider. The darker one is the most, but these blue color also are considerable here. That is now we can study, and the rest all lighter colors are there, and those are like that kind of frequency is there very less. Like the penguins are not of that sizes, not coming of that sizes, and this is your most frequent sizes of penguins available in that data set. Then we can create a scatter joint plot with marker size and marginal plot, and we will see how we can do it. First we will see what exactly is the meaning of that plot. We'll come back, see. So whatever the joint plot we got, like the histogram style and everything, scatter plot style, everything is changing. Like we can customize here. That is what the meaning of it. We'll scroll up. SNS.joint plot, data x, y, marker, scatter plot. This is the property, and we saw how to create it, right? Marker, this is a marker type, and S means your marker size. Color, I want the scatter plot marker color is purple. Then marginal KWS, this is what, guys, this is nothing but your marginal plot. Like it's going to be, I'm telling, okay, my kernel, that kernel density, those bins are going to be 20, and fill equal to false. That means I'm telling I do not have to fill my KD plots. Color should be green, KD equal to 2. So this is what I can give my marginal plots. Then joint underscore KWS, that means we can customize our joint plot by giving alpha 0.6. That means my transparency level, right? Now if we'll come down, we will see we got our KD on marginal. That means it's coming over our histogram. That's our marginal one, right? Then these are your scatter plot, and you can see some points are overlapping, right? That means the data point are more, and like I said, right, you can see that more density is coming on this area, like from 17 to 19. You can see it's darker. Even here from 40 to 50 we saw darker color, and that is how we can be able to understand. And we saw from 4 to 5 examples the sizes are of that, like the frequency of sizes are of that much, like that is coming in that range. And now we are left with adding more layers to a joint plate. Okay, so this is again additional, guys, so don't have to understand much, don't have to give much thought. But this is just, if you want, like, why I'm keeping different kind of examples. This is going to be a kind of workbook for you. If you want to refer anytime, you can come and just have a look on this before going to interviews, before starting on any work. If you're stuck with your work, you can come and you can refer these things, and it is a kind of guidebook to you, right? So what I did, I have taken my joint plot data x, y, kind, scatter, okay, color gray, and g dot joint plot underscore joint SNS KD plot. I'm taking KD plot at the same time, and color I'm giving red. Okay, labels 5, add KD to joint plot. That means I'm creating my own joint plot, like I'm customizing my own joint plots by giving more layers. So first I have taken my kind equal to scatter, then I'm adding my KD plot, then I'm adding my rug plot. Add rug plot to marginals. Okay, so if you see, marginals means it is nothing but your one curve, or so we saw how KD is coming up, right? So here rug plot means it's a kind of, it will look like a barcode. You can see the blue color things are there, right? These are your rug plot representation. That's not so important one, but yeah, still you can just have a look on how it is coming. So this is how you can add more layers, and you can see the round one, the red color round one is having more density, right? And this is what our joint maps, and we will meet in our next video. We will understand other topics in our next video. Thank you. That is all for now. We will cover further topics in our upcoming videos of Seaborn. And please start subscribing, like, share your comments, share your feedback, share this channel link to all your friends and your near ones and dear ones. Yeah, so thank you. See you. Bye. Take care.